So why did you decide to continue the story arc of Final Fantasy XIII with this third direct sequel?
So it is the first time in Final Fantasy history that we have done a trilogy for a particular title, but a lot of players have taken a liking to Lightning, and we wanted to keep the story going with that character that everybody was able to relate to.
How has the character Lightning evolved in this new game?
The world is ending, and Lightning acts as the savior to direct the people's souls into the new world. And in terms of the battle, we have set it up so that the players can customize Lightning to their liking, and we wanted to try to bring out her coolness in the battles, and so it has become more action-oriented.
What do you like about this heroine that stands out from other female video game characters?
What I like about her is that even since the beginning of the first installment, Lightning was this really cool heroine. She's, of course, feminine, but even seeing from a man's perspective, she's a very cool and dynamic character, and her resolve does not change. And so in this installment, I hope you enjoy her new and more powered-up version of Lightning.
What are you adding new to the gameplay experience in the battle system?
So in terms of the concept, we have taken in this concept of world-driven, where the world around Lightning is constantly changing at real time within the game. And the player has to strategize on how they're going to maximize their limited amount of time. And in terms of battle, we are going to be setting it up so that the player can customize Lightning to their own liking. And they will be able to assign 3 different battle styles, each with its own ATB gauge. It's very busy and frantic, but it's a really cool system, which we call the Amazing ATB.
How does the game's setting just 13 days before Annihilation impact the intensity of the story?
Yes, it is 13 days before the world falls apart and becomes destroyed, but it's not about being chased after by this impending time limit. It's more about valuing the time that you have left on this earth.
How have advances in technology opened things up for you creatively in bringing this world to life?
In terms of the technology, our challenge lied mostly on how we depict the flow of time of 24 hours within the game. In the world of 13, they would cut out like certain times of the day, and it's very stationary. But in Lightning Returns, they wanted to depict the flow of time very realistically. For example, when people go home and turn on their lights at home, recreating that within the world of the game actually takes a lot of effort technology-wise, and so we have put in a lot of effort to do that.
And how has fan feedback influenced this new game?
When 13, the first installment, came out, it was a very story-driven, we were under the concept of it being story-driven, and a lot of the criticism that we received was that the game tended to be too linear. And so in Final Fantasy XIII-2 and Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII, we wanted to improve on the freedom that the player has within the game. And so as like the final evolved state of the 13 series, in Lightning Returns, we have developed on the freedom that the player has within the game.
What are you most excited about fans experiencing with this game?
What we're excited is, it kind of implies it in the title as well, but like Lightning is back, and she's ownable to the player. They can customize her as they like, and they are able to move her freely in the game as well. And not only that, we are planning to depict her inner feelings and the emotions that she carries as well. So we're excited for people to fall even more in love with Lightning with this installment.
What are some of the challenges of coming up with new ideas and settings?
I think the biggest challenge is that they want to incorporate as much elements as possible, and since we have become this high-end current-gen console, and so the challenge is to how they can incorporate as many of the good elements within the limited development time. And so most of our efforts has gone into creating this new world and how we can incorporate the elements within our limited development period.